The Kangxi Emperor, Chinese, born Xuanyi on May 4, 1654, was the fourth emperor of the Qing dynasty and the second Qing emperor to rule over China proper. His reign, which lasted from 1661 to 1722, is considered one of the most remarkable and enduring in Chinese history. Ascending the throne at the tender age of 7 and ruling for 61 years, he became one of the longest reigning emperors in Chinese history. Under his rule, China experienced political stability, military strength, territorial expansion, and a cultural renaissance. Early life and ascension to the throne. Xuanyi was born in Beijing to the Kangxi Emperor and consort Tong of the Han Chinese Tungya clan. His birth occurred at a time when the Qing dynasty, established by the Manchu people, was still consolidating power after replacing the Ming dynasty in 1644. When Xuanyi was 8 years old, his father, the Kangxi Emperor, died reportedly of smallpox, though rumors of abdication for a Buddhist life persist. Due to his young age, the government was temporarily overseen by 4 regents, most notably Oboi, a powerful and conservative Manchu noble. Despite being a child, Kangxi was a keen learner, excelling in literature, Confucian classics, and military training. At the age of 14, with support from Grand Empress Dowager Xiaochuang, he orchestrated the arrest of Oboi and assumed full control of the government in 1669. This marked the beginning of his independent reign and the dawn of a new era for Qing China. Consolidation of power. One of Kangxi's first major challenges was the revolt of the 3 feudatories, 1673–1681, a large-scale rebellion led by 3 former Ming generals who had been granted semi-autonomous control of southern provinces. After years of intense warfare, Kangxi decisively defeated the rebels, thereby reasserting central control over the entire empire. Around the same time, the emperor had to confront the threat posed by Zheng Jing, the son of the famous Ming loyalist Kangxi, who ruled Taiwan. In 1683, Kangxi's Admiral Shi Lang launched a successful naval campaign, bringing Taiwan under Qing control and ending the last major pocket of Ming resistance. Foreign relations and military campaigns. Kangxi's reign was marked by astute diplomacy and military prowess, particularly in dealing with Russia and Mongolia. The emperor sought to secure the northern borders against Russian encroachment. The Treaty of Nerchinsk, signed in 1689 with the Russian Empire, was the first formal treaty between China and a European power. Negotiated in Latin with Jesuit assistance, it delineated borders and established peaceful trade relations. Kangxi also turned his attention westward, leading successful campaigns against the Dzungar Khanate in Mongolia. These victories expanded Qing control into Inner Asia and secured the empire's frontiers. His campaigns in the north, especially the 1696 victory over Galdan Ba Shugta Khan, a powerful Mongol leader, further solidified Qing dominance. Patron of arts, science, and Confucianism. A highly educated ruler, Kangxi was a patron of learning and the arts. Fluent in both Manchu and Chinese, he was an ardent supporter of Confucian scholarship and promoted the compilation of major works. One of his most ambitious projects was the Kangxi Dictionary, an authoritative reference that systematized over 47,000 Chinese characters and served as a linguistic standard for centuries. Kangxi also invited Jesuit missionaries to his court, admiring their scientific knowledge. He allowed them to work as astronomers, cartographers, and advisors. Under their guidance, the emperor implemented Western astronomical methods, map-making techniques, and even learned some European languages. Despite his openness to Western science, Kangxi remained cautious of Christianity's religious influence. He issued the Edict of Toleration in 1692, allowing the spread of Christianity, but later prohibited its practice due to conflicts over Chinese rights. Governance and philosophy. Kangxi governed with a Confucian ideal of benevolent rule. He regularly toured the empire, especially the southern provinces, to inspect local administration and connect with the people. His rule emphasized frugality, diligence, and responsiveness to the people's needs. He sought to reduce tax burdens, improve irrigation systems, and maintain price stability. Despite his autocratic power, he listened to scholarly and bureaucratic advice and was known for his tolerance of dissenting opinions. His reign saw a flourishing of arts, literature, and philosophy, with a strong emphasis on moral and ethical governance. Succession crisis. In his later years, Kangxi's greatest challenge became the issue of succession. He had many sons, and internal rivalries among them led to intrigue and political conflict. His original heir, Yunreng, was deposed twice due to misconduct. Eventually, Kangxi chose his fourth son, Yunzhen, who ascended the throne as the Kangxi Emperor after his father's death. However, the circumstances of the succession remain controversial, with some historians suggesting political manipulation. Death and legacy. Kangxi died on December 20, 1722, at the age of 68. He was buried at the Eastern Qing tombs, leaving behind an empire that was territorially larger, administratively stronger, and culturally richer than it had been at the start of his reign. His legacy endures as one of China's most capable and enlightened emperors. Known for his intellect, leadership, and balance of tradition with innovation, Kangxi set the foundation for the golden age of the Qing dynasty, later extended by his grandson, the Qianlong Emperor. Today, he is remembered not only as a powerful ruler but also as a philosopher king who left a profound impact on Chinese governance, culture, and identity.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe our channel.